Howdy folks, and welcome to Yucatan Anglers TV, Yucatan, Mexico inshore fishing television. I'm Randy Bowser, your host and guide for this new series that's going to take us fishing to all of the best inshore fishing areas throughout the Yucatan of Mexico. So folks, if you love to fish, you're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to love it. Yucatan Anglers TV, Yucatan, Mexico inshore fishing television. Yucatan Anglers TV is brought to you by Progresso Fishing Tours. Find us at yucatansnook.com. DOA Fishing Lures, Eagle Claw Trocar Hooks. Yozerti, fish the best. Coming up in this episode, we're going to take you fishing to the northern tip of the Yucatan of Mexico, to the Rio Lagartos Biosphere Reserve. We're going to target snook and tarpon. But first, we're going fishing in the Rio in Progresso, Mexico, targeting the hard-fighting speckled sea trout. Whoa, got a trout right there. There you go, Bob. All right. Catch and release. That's what we like to do. Good morning, folks, and welcome to Yucatan Anglers TV. I'm fishing with my good friend and our pro guide, Bob Thomas. And we are in the Ria here in Progresso, Yucatan, Chilem, and Chuberná. The Ria is basically just a backwater lagoon, about 5,000 of fishable acres. It goes for another mile on back that way, but very shallow water. So we've got about 5,000 acres here that's loaded with speckled sea trout. This is a great hatchery for the speckled sea trout. We target these trout out here with a couple of lures only. We fish with the jigs and the topwater baits. And as you just seen, these trout love to attack that topwater lure. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to catch some speckled sea trout for you, and then here a little bit later, we're going to take you to Rio Lagartos Biosphere Reserve, and we're going to go fish for some snook and for some tarpon. We make a point to throw all of the small dinks back and anything over 2 pounds. This would actually be a keeper, nice filletable fish. But we're gonna go ahead and let this one go. Little breeze, a little chop on the water, and we can catch them all day long. And it's nothing to catch what?
30, 40?
Exactly. Between 2 or 3 people out here fishing in a 4-hour period, we can catch 30, 40, even 50 fish. So this is about the, this is a small size. We have a ton of this size here in the Ria. And our specks here get this beautiful golden color to them, unlike some of the other trout that I've seen up in the Gulf of Mexico, because they're more in a stained water, so they get more gray color. Because we have this crystal clear water here, and of course, sun, 365, they get their nice Mexican suntan to them. Real pretty fish. This one is eager to get back in the water. Let him go. All right, little buddy. So folks, we use a lot of these DOA jigs out here in assorted colors. They're just with the shad tail, mind you. They are most effective on these trout. Not to mention the blowfish and the needlefish that love to chew these up. Thank you, DOA, very much for sending us so many lures, because they'll bite these tails off and then they're rendered useless. But to fish with these jigs out here, it is really, really super simple. It's just a good long cast. Because of our shallow water, you close that bail quick, steady retrieve. And when these trout hit, with this reflections rod from Okuma, I feel that bite right here in the palm of my hand. And it's like a little thud. When I feel that thud, I give it just a quick second, boom, give it a good hook set, and you'll catch that fish every time without him swallowing this jig down. So again, we just throw it out, kind of mindless, throw it out, quick retrieve, get that hook set, catch that trout, release that trout, take a picture of it if you need be. And right over here, Bob's got him a fish. Bob's using the top water presentation with the Rapala Skitter Pop. This is a very, very effective lure for these fish. And well, we only fish with the two lures, top water and jigs, and they are most effective. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yucatan Anglers TV, Yucatan, Mexico, inshore fishing television. This segment is brought to you by Okuma Inspired Fishing and DOA Fishing Lures, the unfair advantage. Well, folks, welcome back to Yucatan Anglers TV. We are still here in Progreso, Mexico, in the backwaters. The coolest thing about this area is the fact that it's such a shallow water basin. Average depth 3 foot, grassy bottom, soft sand, and just plumb loaded with speckled sea trout. And to catch these fish in the manner that we do with the DOA jigs and the topwater lures, I tell you what, you just can't beat it. It is truly a blast. That's a nice big 2-pound trout right there, folks. Nice pretty mouth. Oh, give me a kiss. All right. Well, the top water bite out here, folks, is just simply amazing, especially when there's glassy water. These fish will just blow up and fight anything that is swimming on the top. And a 2-pound fish on light action tackle, boy, I tell you what, you just can't go wrong.
And the cool part is we can catch these guys all day long. Say smile.
Folks, when we come back, we're heading to the northern tip of the Yucatan of Mexico, to the Rio Lagartos Biosphere Reserve. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yucatan Anglers TV, Yucatan, Mexico, inshore fishing television. Well, folks, as promised, we are here. It's bright and early in the morning, 6 a.m. We're in Rio Lagartos, the very tip of the Yucatan. I'm with my good friend Diego here. He's gonna take us out first thing, and we're gonna go hunting for some big tarpon and some awesome snook. Y'all stay tuned. Here we go. All right, Gary got the first catch, barracuda. Not what we wanted, but yeah, Chico.
It's not quite what we're after, but we're catching a barracuda now, amberjack, blend. Tarpon are being just a little bit finicky.
Not tarpon, there ain't no jump out of it.
Welcome to Barracuda, you're the barracuda champion.
Well, folks, the tarpon were all around us here in Rio Lagartos Biosphere Reserve today. They were just everywhere. We've seen hundreds of them. I threw 3, 4, 5 different types of lures at them. We just could not get them to hit. Currents and tides make a huge difference here. And the difference was the tide was really running in today, so it really affected these fish. I decided, though, to change up and throw a little shrimp at them. And it almost worked. He's chasing it, he's chasing it, he's chasing it. Oh, he was chasing it. He was chasing it. Well, for 3 hours we threw at these tarpon, just trying to get them to hit, and I tell you, it just was a tough morning. So I decided to make a change. We were gonna go into the mangroves and see if we can target some of the smaller snook and the juvenile tarpon.
We're gonna go search for some big fish, come on.
Well, we made our way back into the channels of the mangroves, searching for some snook in the shadow areas, but the sun was a little too high and they still eluded us. But I was hearing some gnarly splashes way back up into the back of the channel. So we couldn't get the boats into there, so we decided to exit the boat to see what we could find. Well, we've exited the boat because Diego says that there's a little walking path. Well, it's not really a path. And we can get back into this little pocket where there's some little tarpon rolling. So we made our way back into this little pocket, inside the mangroves, to this little channel. I saw some tarpon rolling way back into the back part of it, but casting back there was just going to be virtually impossible. So I resorted to the slingshot maneuver that could send that little DOA weedless hooked up onto a 5-aught hook back into that far back channel, back into there. A couple of flub up casts. That slingshot is not the easiest thing to do, but when I, well, yeah, here's one here, flub up. But when I finally got it back up into that pocket, you're gonna wanna watch to see what happens.
I got him. I made it worth it. Ah, totally made it worth it. Right there. Right there, you guys. Back channel tarpon in Rio Lagartos. Yeah. Yes, that is awesome. All right, young Diego's gonna hold this fish for me. Watch your fingers, watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. You got a hook in his mouth. SCCC. Cuidado, money. Cuidado. Juvenile tarpon. Nice inshore juvenile tarpon right here. Hold him up, Diego. All right. Good job, brother. Good job. Yeah, baby. That's what we like. Nice, pretty juvenile tarpon. Let's get her back in the water. Fantastic. 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 Right on, Diego. Thank you, brother. Right on. Whew. That is what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Yeah! That's so cool.
Folks, we had a blast today here in Rio Lagartos. Even though the big snook and the big tarpon eluded us, the way we were able to trek back into the mangroves and target this little juvenile tarpon made it all worthwhile. Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we're gonna do a little tech talk, and then we're gonna show off the catch of the day. Stay tuned. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yucatan Anglers TV, Yucatan, Mexico, inshore fishing television. Hey folks, welcome to Art de Pesca. This is our fishing store here in Progreso, Mexico. If you're visiting Progreso or you live here, this is your fishing store. They carry a wide variety of everything that you need, from rods and reels, lures, hooks, sinkers, sunglasses, clothing. Everything is right here under one roof at Art de Pesca. I wanted to do a little tech talk with you folks and talk about the lures and the rod and reels that we used in this show. One of my favorite rods is the Okuma Reflections A Series 6.6 medium action rod tied in with the Avenger Okuma reel. These are great medium action rod and reels. They are perfect for the smaller 50-pound and below tarpon, and of course all of the speckled sea trout. One of Bob's and my favorite lure is the Rapala Skitter Pop topwater lure. These are great lures. They catch super tarpon and they catch a lot of speckled sea trout. And they stock them right here, so you need to come and get you some. My favorite and personal rod is, once again, the Reflections A Series, tied in with the Light Action Trio size 30 reel. This is a great combo setup right here. This is the exact combo setup that I had hooked up and caught that tarpon over in Rio Lagartos that you've seen earlier today. And of course, my favorite lure, the DOA shadtail jigs. Folks, we also want to talk about the fishing line that we use. We use Power Pro braided line. All of my rods and reels, we put a 30-pound test on, which is an 8-pound diameter, so it spools up nicely on these light action rod and reels. I've been using the Power Pro fishing line now for about 15 years. I swear by it, you can't go wrong. Super, super durable braided line. And once again, here at Art de Pesca, all of your fishing lure needs, DOA products, Rapala products, Power Pro products, Okuma products, all right here under one roof at the Art de Pesca fishing store. Folks, I hope you enjoyed our show. Come back and see us next time. And if we don't see you on the water, maybe we'll see you here in the fishing store. We'll see y'all later. Cheers. Coming up next, the fresh catch of the day, where we're gonna cook up some speckled sea trout.
Well, folks, I found Chef Carlos. Chef Carlos is the chef and owner of the La Playa restaurant right here in Chilim, just about 10 minutes west of Progreso. So if you guys are coming down to this area, Merida, Progreso, Chilim, Chubernal, this is a mainstay for most of the expats and for the Mexican nationals. This guy knows how to cook fish and he knows how to cook steak. I'm looking forward to a cowboy along with my surf here, brother. But I did bring you 3 speckled sea trout, and I know you'll do magic with them. So I'm just gonna leave it to you. Thank you very much, brother.
Good seeing you, Randy. We'll take care of you.
Thank you very much.
Well, folks, what a great way to finish up an awesome week of fishing. Here at La Playa Restaurant in Chilim, Chef Carlos served us up a spectacular dish of speckled sea trout. And I have to tell you, it was yummy. And we are an extremely lucky crew because we got our cowboy steak on the side. Folks, I hope you enjoyed our show this week here on Yucatan Anglers TV. We had a blast. Bob, what do you think?
Well, folks, if you want to come down here and enjoy some of this awesome fishing here in the Yucatan, Progreso, Mexico, just look us up on YucatanSnook.com. That's right, YucatanSnook.com. Book your trip today. I can't wait to take you out.
Folks, we'd love to have you down here. Come and see us. We'll see you next time on Yucatan Anglers TV. Adios. Yucatan Anglers TV is brought to you by Progreso Fishing Tours. Find us at YucatanSnook.com. DOA Fishing Lures, Eagle Claw Trocar Hooks, Yozerti Fish the Best, and